Norwegian Bliss on its inaugural cruise out of LA. And this is one of the highlights, the many, many highlights of the ship. It is a racetrack.
On the top of the ship?
A racetrack on the seas.
It's actually a 2-level racetrack.
Yeah, 2 levels. It is so much fun. It is the only racetrack on the seas in North America, and one of 2 in the world, as far as we know.
Show the rest of the ship.
All right. Just beside that racetrack is another ridiculous feature. This is a water slide.
It's almost a loop down there.
It is definitely a loop. And I believe, is someone going down right now? So they get like sucked down the tube.
Sucked down a tube. I think there's a floor in it opens. No?
I don't know how it works.
Glass maybe it's dirty.
I don't know how it works, but it is frightening. Let's go see if we can catch someone on it.
Goes over the edge.
Oh, there is somebody on it. So the scariest part is that it goes like right over the edge of the ship. So at some point you are not on the ship anymore, you're just in a tube, hovering. Let's see if we can catch somebody going down. This is something that we heard was like the best water slide ever. I don't know how true it is. Might have to try it to find. There they go. And then they go around.
Yeah, it's a hatch that opens.
Oh, so you just get dropped.
Yeah, you go in and the hatch opens and it shoots you around.
That is frightening.
Over the edge.
That is frightening. Yeah, but it is amazing and people are loving it.
Margaritaville?
Just beside the slide, right under the racetrack, is one of the many bars and restaurants. Guys, it is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. There's food and drink.
Let's go through Jimmy Buffett. They make a mean margarita.
They do make a mean margarita. They have some fancy moves as well. They're just setting up for lunch, it looks like. This is the chill bar.
We can go through this.
These guys are pretty talented bartenders. And there are these fancy schmancy, hands-free door handle thingies. You wave your hand and there you go.
Go out this way.
And
Spice H2O.
we're back on deck. If we go back outside, we head into Spice H2O.
Is this Spice H2O back here?
Yeah. This is one of the many outdoor areas on the ship.
The back, right? What is it?
The aft. There is also a bar and a really nice observation area. So I mean, if you're sailing, like we have an amazing view right now of the mountains, and we're heading away from Mexico. Hot tubs, like a really nice place to relax. And the one thing about this ship is that it seems like there's so much attention to detail, like in everything that they do. From the artwork to the decor to the lights. I'm pretty impressed. This hand thingy. hand thingy.
We are, oh, so we're on what deck are we at? 17. Oh, show them this.
We are on deck 17. And on each deck, there's this really, really nifty screen. Hold on, see if you can see it.
Shows you everything. Dining, entertainment, onboard service, excursions, what's going on, tracks on production. There's more. There's a lot of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And I think
you can also book your dining.
Dining.
I think you can book everything off of here.
Taste.
And it shows you how much room there is at each time and where it is, and then you can book your dining.
Book it?
I don't know if
I saw people putting their cards in here.
I think you can book
like yoga
excursions and entertainment and dining off of here, which is fantastic. We head on to the other side of deck 7. There is one of the restaurants,
The bistro.
the bistro.
Haven't tried it.
No, that's where we're going later. And we're back at Jimmy Buffett's.
This way?
Yeah. So around the entire deck, there's this jogging and walking track, like many an ocean cruise ship.
Always needed after a good buffet.
Always needed after a good buffet or a good restaurant. This ship has amazing restaurants. I mean, we've only tried a couple of the dining options, but it's been fantastic. So this is the other slide. It's just adjacent to that frightening tube slide.
It's not a tube slide. This is the tube slide.
This is a tube slide. Well,
Looks a little more, there's tubes right here.
this looks amazing. I would love to try this.
You have to try them later.
I do. And then as we head to the opposite side, to the forward side of the ship, we pass by the main pool area. There's lots of hot tubs, showers, two pools and a kids area, tons of seating. There's entertainment and different activities all over.
I didn't notice this area earlier. Kid.
There's a couple kids areas and kids playgrounds actually. And heading again forward to the forward part of the ship, there is laser tag, which you can kind of see up top.
Oh, it's up there at the top.
Yeah, it's open air laser tag, and it's open at nighttime and daytime, so nighttime would be pretty fun. I think this is the incredibly long lineup for laser tag, so we might skip down here and hopefully show you some laser tag. Heading down, there's the pool bar. Pool entertainment's getting ready to start up again.
The surf bar.
Right, and then these tables here are right by the pool, and you can dine here from the buffet for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
The buffet is the garden cafe if you look up here.
The Garden Cafe.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
Go in there right now, right?
Yeah. I know tonight they have a huge, what is it, snow crab?
Yes.
Huge snow crab buffet, which sounds fantastic.
Green coffee, juice, water,
Everything.
always.
It's not open 24 hours, but there is a 24-hour restaurant in case you're hungry at any random time of the day. Hand thingy. And that way is the Garden Cafe. So I believe they're just set up for lunchtime now. And they have a huge selection. Drinks, coffee, and tea, water. Tons of seating. They are, actually, I think I might have lied that the crab leg is for lunch, not dinner.
There's tons of food. It's a huge
Oh, there's
buffet.
tons of crab.
Huge buffet.
Huge buffet, burgers, pastas, pizzas,
I guess you can't see the
meats.
crowd over there.
There's crowd at like every single, that's why there's so many people here right now. They are all waiting for the crab.
King
So-
crab or snow crab? Both?
Snow crab, or maybe both. So this buffet is like runs the entire length of the deck, pretty much. Wraps around the pool, and
Big.
piece of
Does it go
India.
around the deck or is it just this one?
I feel like we walked.
We haven't tried any food yet.
We haven't tried Taste of India. We haven't tried several things. What we've realized on this ship is that I don't know how much time would be enough to see it all, but I think it would take a long time. Carving station.
This over here is very important.
But is there a down?
Well, you can see from up here too.
Right.
If you could show them there something.
So one deck down from this buffet is the observation area.
So it was built for viewing, because this ship will go to Alaska,
Right.
and
So
you could sit in here and view all the Alaska.
so you don't have to be outside when it's a little cooler.
Yeah, it's really
You
cool.
can see, it's a huge panoramic view of everything, and there's also a smaller mini buffet downstairs and a bar, so you don't have to come all the way one deck up.
It'd be really cool.
It would be
in Alaska.
amazing. Or even just on a rainy day.
Another bar, which is needed. Should we go down there for the view?
So we're wrapped around. No, I guess it is only on this one side of the deck.
Sorry. Oh yeah. There's always food on the other side. Tea, juice, water, and coffee.
The other thing we noticed is that service is pretty good here.
Yeah.
You put down your coffee for a minute and walk away, and it's pretty much swept up right away.
We've haven't had any problems with service. Service was
No,
fantastic.
fantastic. Well, there's a little bit of a crab leg
Going in the
crush.
crowd.
People want their crab legs. And there's a different ice sculpture every day.
Guys, we have corn ice. We have over there. We have over here. We have one there also.
All right.
You can go straight.
You can see what the rush was, and this is it. That is it.
People are going crazy for this.
Legs. I guess they want to make sure they didn't run out. There are more crab legs on this side.
It's making me hungry.
It's pretty much all crab legs.
Yeah, it is all crab.
I mean, there's so many restaurants. If you didn't like crab legs, you'd be fine. But if you did like crab legs, this is amazing. Tons of shrimp. All the way back. Same thing on the second side. And there's sanitization stations at almost every entrance of every food place, especially at the buffet. Tons of viewing opportunities while you eat. This is the entrance from the other side. What'd you say?
It's going crazy in there.
People are wanting their crab
It's almost a
legs.
stampede.
I feel like they would have prepared for this many people. On the other side, I believe there's also a barbershop.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We can go over there later,
Go down for that observation deck.
and then we'll come around for the fitness center.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go down one more deck for a minute.
Deck 16?
This is deck 15.
15.
The garden cafe is on 16. And we're gonna head into the observation lounge. Like I said, you can see right away like these little intricate additions to the lights, to the artwork.
Wonder if there's crowd here. They have like a light buffet, usually salads,
Salads, some sandwiches, something light.
desserts.
Yeah, there's desserts and coffee and tea. You don't want to brave the rush of upstairs.
Right. No crowd. That's a good spread. The views are fantastic.
The views are amazing. And the fact that there's so many opportunities to get a view from outside is stellar. So really this whole entire lounge is an observation lounge, like you can see from any side.
It's beautiful.
It's a really nice space.
Relaxing.
And this is the observation area from within instead of above.
More food in the center.
More food, another bar. We've come back up one deck from the observation area to the pool area, and we're headed towards the fitness center.
Part of the.
Oh yeah, this is part of the slide, so you can tell.
Actually, he's getting someone out right now. Look. So if you're not heavy enough, you don't make it through the whole slide, and you might get stuck in this section here. This is where you get saved, I guess.
No, I think he's just checking things.
Okay, but that's the hatch where they save you anyway.
Okay. So just relative, the garden cafe where we had buffet is on the other side of the ship. And after you've eaten, you can come this way.
You go to the gym.
You can eat and go to the gym.
Or the spa, I guess, right?
Or the spa. So, on the one side, you have a barbershop, a spa. On the other side, there is the fitness center. And this fitness center has all new machines. It's actually pretty decked out. And you can make reservations for certain classes. They have indoor cycling, I just saw. I believe they have I know they have yoga. And who knows what else they have. There's a whole bunch. You can sign up as soon as you get on board using one of those fancy screens that we showed you. And get your workout. The gym does close at 11 o'clock. It's not 24 hours, but there's so much to do that it's probably good timing. This is the spa on the other side, so after you have a workout, you can head here. Spa and salon, get your hair done, nails done, toes done, get a massage, acupuncture, and head on back out.
We're going downstairs now?
So these are the main areas of the upper decks. We're gonna head down a little bit lower past most of the rooms and show you where all the rest of the entertainment, the restaurants, the bars, and everything else you could want on the ship. We made it down to the 8th deck, and on one end you will find Los Lobos, Cagney Steakhouse, and the A-List Bar. And heading out,
what is it, the 8th, 7th, and 6th floor are kind of like
8th,
the
7th,
main,
and 6th.
where there's
It's
a
like
lot
the
of
main
things, a
hub
lot
of
bars.
food
Yeah.
and drink and nighttime entertainment, even
Right.
some daytime entertainment. It's where you're gonna get your music.
This is the waterfront.
So we're gonna go to the waterfront, check that out.
Is that just like
That
by
is
the water?
the water, but there's also some other things out here. Here are our hand thingies.
Maybe it's automatic.
So the waterfront here. There's some seating. Deck. So you can either walk straight through, which we'll go back and do so you can see what the inside looks like, or you can walk outside and get to the other side and to the other shops and restaurants and stuff. Yeah, we'll go back through and show from the inside. It's beautiful out here. It's so nice. It's only, really day one. We still haven't gotten our sea legs, so this is impressive. Not that you really need sea legs on a big ship like this. Alright,
Feel it sometimes.
going back in on deck 8. This is where you're gonna find all the shops to start with. If you want to go shopping, or you've forgotten something, or you want a duty free on your way back. There's jewelry and tech and clothing, watches.
You're gonna take me shopping?
Not today.
Look, is that all the stuff in the
We'll have to maybe come back and shop after all. They have elephant towel pillows for sale. So yeah, so there's a duty free here too, which is great. And then coming out of duty free into mid deck, you have this gorgeous chandelier that spans 3 decks, goes straight down.
876.
8, 7, and 6, and on either side there are a ton of things to do while you're sitting here. There is Ocean Blue restaurant here.
What is it? Which restaurant?
Ocean Blue. And over here is Sugarcane. Sugarcane is a mojito bar. They make a variety of different flavored mojitos, even though you can get some amazing mojitos at the other bars around the ship. But this one is really good. Very popular, obviously. And the great thing too is that most of these bars, like the whiskey bar, the mojito bar, they have access to the deck outside. So if you want to grab your drink and stand outside, or you want to go take a walk, you can do that too.
I guess that connects to the ocean front.
The waterfront, yeah. Yeah, so you can slip back in. Here is the whiskey bar, which I'm excited to try as well. There is also a cigar shop. I believe you can try them there too, but don't quote me on that. So the whiskey bar, and here's the Cavern Club. At night, I don't know. At night there is a Beatles cover band, which they are fantastic, and I went last night, only caught the last part of the act. I hope to go back again tonight. And also Cellars, which is for wine tasting.
They're
doing a wine tasting right now. We've been to a wine tasting on board a ship before, and these are usually really, really well done, and you get to taste some really great wines. La Cucina, another restaurant, and even more restaurants on our way this way.
Going down one?
Nope. On this side, there is Food Republic, which is amazing. It's, what would you say, Asian fusion with tapas-style dishes. Sushis and pork belly, and you can order off a tablet. It's a really nice atmosphere, really cool decor, really nice place to eat. And yeah, highly recommend trying it out.
Everyone we've talked to loves it.
Everyone, vegetarians have loved it, pescatarians have loved it.
Vegetarians.
And well, I'm not sure what their vegan menu is like, but I'm sure they have something for everybody somewhere on board. Again, there's like artwork everywhere. If you're like scrolling around, you see tons of things in every corner and every nook and cranny. And then straight across from the Food Republic.
Going here tonight, right?
We are going here tonight. Is
tried
the
it yet, but here it's great.
District Brew House. I hear they have lots of beers on tap, no?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe you can see it.
I'm gonna try. Really cool, funky vibe. Lots on tap. It's definitely got that brew house vibe. We kind of got a different style place for every type of person, every type of culinary.
There is, yeah, it's a different style.
It's like they brew or house their own. So that is the big chunk on deck 8, and now we're going to head down to deck 7. Again, we're on the one end.
I don't know what end.
I don't know.
I hear bowling.
There is bowling.
Actually, you can see the bowling from in here. This way.
Yeah. So, this way here is the box office on
Check it out. See if it's open. Probably not.
on deck 7. It might not be open.
Oh,
The
well,
box office and the theater, which you might be able to see a little bit.
we saw Jersey Boys last night, which was really good.
Jersey Boys was amazing. I loved it. Loved the music. There's the box office. And the theater is through there.
Can't really show anything.
Can't show. Rehearsals in progress.
Yeah.
It's a nice sized
Yeah, it's pretty
theater. Acoustics are great. There's really no bad seat in the house.
No, get there 20 minutes at least early to get a good seat or a seat that you
Absolutely.
want.
And then right across from the theater is the local. And the local is open 24 hours for food. That sounded good. These are like adult arcade games. Yeah. Adult arcade games. And it's got like a pub atmosphere, pub food, and a great view down. We're gonna walk around. Oh yes.
That's deck 7, and you can watch a show
6.
at night. Oh, sorry, 6. We're on deck 7. You can watch a show at night down there from up here if you wanted to.
They have different entertainment
Or down
throughout
there.
the night. I believe you can actually see his artwork
yeah.
right now. They had a live presentation from the artist who painted the mural on the front of the ship and a lot of other artwork here. He does live demonstrations. And if we loop around and loop back this way,
Go back that way.
give you a frame of reference for where we are. Again, it's open 24 hours, serves pub food.
Going back to where we began.
So this is where we began. So the theater, the box office, and the local are all together. I don't
What's on the other side?
know what's on the other side.
Just the theater.
It's just the theater. All right. So
Back in the theater.
back through to midship.
Midship's kind of down there.
Yeah. Well, no. Once we're past the local, we'll be midship.
The local's a small place, even on that side, right? Oh, you win money. Many bars.
Many places to grab a drink. Now we're in the casino. This might not be allowed. So, of course, there's the onboard casino,
Back to the chandelier, which this is midship, right?
right?
Basically here is just casino, right?
Yeah, this is all midship. Deck 7 is basically just the casino. And by just, I mean it's a pretty big casino. I know they have some tournaments of some sort going on, but I'm not too sure.
We're not big gamblers.
No, we don't know much about here. There's a in-casino bar. This looks like a high roller room.
If there's like sports betting or something.
Looks like some sports TVs.
Manhattan.
And then on this side, straight ahead is the Manhattan room. Yeah. So this is a place you would also have to book reservations, and you can tell on those screens we showed you all the dining options, whether they're complimentary or whether you have to pay, and the times and when you can book, and if they're filled up or if they have space.
It's a big one.
This is beautiful.
Is this the main dining area or is this actually the booking?
No, you have to book for the seating.
Okay. I think there's upstairs too. yesterday.
Beautiful. Looks like an entertainment room. So now we can go to deck 6. And then deck 6 is the next level, the bottom of the chandelier, if you will. And this is going to be, it's the bottom of the chandelier, and this will be more bars and restaurants and entertainment as well. So this is Mixx bar. The bartender here made an amazing mojito.
Yep. Right there, actually.
That's her.
Takes your time.
To the left there is Savor, and to the right there is Taste. They are both restaurants open for lunch and dinner by reservation. We tried Savor, it's very good. Have not tried Taste. It's directly opposite. And then there's the art gallery.
There's a lot of really cool art on this.
There's tons of cool art, whether it's displayed like this as a gallery or whether it's really subtle touches around the hallways and around the different rooms. I mean, even the staircase is kind of an art.
All glass.
Right. And then when you come out, there is a teppanyaki bar, or teppanyaki restaurant, sorry, and coco's, which is crepes and like so many chocolate things. They do have a chocolate fountain and desserts and crepes. The social over here in front of me is a comedy and a nightclub. They have different kinds of shows or different kinds of, I guess, experiences that you can have. Prohibition was on last night. That was a fascinating and different show. They have comedy, and then it turns into either a nightclub disco or a silent disco.
Yep. Bottom of the chandelier, as you said.
We're at the bottom of the chandelier, that's right.
Give them a look at that.
This area here is also where you can make show reservations and excursions on these screens. So they're pretty much like everywhere you can possibly look, but they also have assistance on this deck level as well. A bar, places to sit, enjoy the entertainment if you don't want to sit above. There is also, that is the social above, and down here is the atrium. So if there's any activities in the atrium, there's also a Starbucks on board. You can have your onboard service if you have any troubles or want to book an excursion with somebody in person. The last part of this deck, deck 6, is right over here.
What are you looking for?
The Texas Smokehouse.
It's up on 8, isn't it?
Texas Smokehouse. I didn't even know that was here.
So Texas Smokehouse, which I believe right now is being used for a private.
Heard anything about it?
I have not, but it sounds amazing just because it's called Texas Smokehouse. I did hear someone say they heard a country singer, and they're like, they were really impressed by the singing. So I'm wondering if that was here. We'll have to find out.
There's someone on.
Yeah. And they said she was really, really good.
You want to see the menu? There's the short ribs.
Sounds really good.
Does it?
Really, really good.
Lots of meat.
Good for a smokehouse. So that's the end of deck 6. Deck 5, for the most part, is for the kids. So we'll head on down, just take a quick look.
Thank you so much.
Deck 5 is where the kids arcade is, but I'm sure adults go there too. The guppies.
Adults are allowed to go.
Why not?
Because you drop the kids off.
Oh, and then you go to your adult arcade? Yeah. This is also where the guppies, kids, like the kids program is, and Splash Academy, which I believe is an aqua program. This deck also has meeting rooms. Here's we won't go in because it's children, but there's the guppies room where you can drop off your kids.
Looks like fun.
Yeah.
Is there other places?
Pardon me?
Is there other places?
Mm-hmm. This is the Splash Academy for kids.
Another spot we haven't showed.
Hi. Parent-free zone, I like that.
Another spot we haven't showed is good for grown kids and little kids, and it's the laser tag.
Oh,
We did that
yes.
earlier.
The laser tag is on the other side from the racetrack. So much
20th
fun.
20th deck, right?
20th deck. So much fun. It's open air, so it's great during the day.
Yeah.
Probably really fun at night too.
Yeah. Be really fun tonight.
And we're just making our way to the other side of the ship, and I believe the arcade. So really, this is mostly a parent-free zone, a kid-filled zone.
So at the moment, there's not as many kids as there probably would be on a regular cruise.
Right.
Oh,
So,
there are adults in there.
well, there's not many kids on this
Right, there.
on this cruise
like I
this
just
time.
said. I could have spent all day here when I was
What?
little.
Yeah. When you were little, what about now?
Oh, now too.
Why weren't we in here earlier? Skee ball. So this is definitely a room to come in and have some fun. This is the last thing on deck 5. This is the teen lounge entourage. I don't know how many teens are on board right now either. Not many. Hi. Just a more private place if you're
a little older.
If you're a little older, if you don't want to necessarily hang out with all ages in the arcade, and definitely for those who aren't young enough for the Splash Academy or Guppies. Now that's deck 5. Okay, so this is our room. We are on the 13th deck, midship. Ready?
13,794.
This is it, and right away, when you come in, there is the washroom. It is pretty spacious, actually, And I love this shower. There's like 6 mini jets, a big rain shower head, obviously the drying line. It was a really good shower. And I didn't have any trouble with hot water.
Air, heat.
Yep. So you got your air controls, the makeup room, the do not disturb. And the main area which has a television. This bed here also has storage underneath for extra towels and blankets and turns
into a
into
bed.
an extra bed. There's a phone, a kettle, well, a coffee maker slash hot water maker, and the closet, which is super spacious, and also has a safe.
Space, yeah.
And of course the under the bed storage for your suitcases once you're done unpacking. The bed was really comfortable last night.
Yeah.
I was
Pretty good.
impressed.
It's a little harder than normal, but not normal, but like it's harder.
It's a firmer
It's a firmer mattress, but I like firmer mattresses, so I'm not gonna
It
complain.
was very good, and I believe they come apart if you need two separate ones. But
Let me do it.
all right, let's watch the lock
All the way
and
down.
the handle. Beautiful.
And we have
A balcony.
a balcony. Not everyone has one.
One thing we haven't done is taken a coffee or a drink and sat out here, which would be wonderful. So that is most of the ship.
Thanks for watching.
We
Appreciate it.
we could not show you all of it in the time we had. I'm sure we missed lots of little nooks and crannies and things that
We missed something.
for sure, but at least you get a gist of it. You know what to expect when you're on board. And yeah, thanks for watching. We had so much fun on board. We hope you enjoyed the tour, and if you do come aboard the Norwegian Bliss, I'm sure we know you will enjoy it. Actually, I wish we could come back and stay longer, but we can't. We gotta go home.
Maybe next time.
This video was made in partnership with Norwegian Cruise Line.